Welcome to this training video on Interpret SELDM, the post-processor for the Stochastic Empirical Loading and Dilution model SELDM. This video and the associated software were prepared by the U.S. Geological Survey in cooperation with the Federal Highway Administration. In this video, we will create and modify a box plot. For this example, we will start with a scatter plot. If you have selected a box plot and come back to graph again, it will start as a box plot. Click the Format Graph Elements and Boxplot tab to convert the graph to a box plot. The box plot controls are located at the bottom of the tab. Click the Graph as Box Plot checkbox to convert the graph to a box plot. The default horizontal axis text for a box plot is Analysis Results. The program confirms the change. On the box plot, the box goes from the 25th to the 75th percentile, but there are many options for the whisker limits. You can choose various percentiles, the minimum and maximum, or whisker limits. There also are many outlier multiplier options. The outlier multiplier options are based on the interquartile range, abbreviated as IQR. The multipliers were selected to represent commonly used percentiles. There also are many extreme outlier multiplier options. The extreme outlier multiplier options also are based on the interquartile range, abbreviated as IQR. These multipliers also were selected to represent commonly used percentiles. Click the Update Graph button to make the changes on the graph. Dplot does not plot the vertical axis ticks when you convert from a scatter plot to a box plot, so you have to click the Update Graph button again to show the vertical axis ticks. On a box plot, you have to left-click near a box to get the y-axis value, which will be shown in the text box in the upper left corner of the tab. On a box plot, the x value is not meaningful. It shows the approximate location of the box on the x-axis. As with the scatter plot, right-clicking on the graph will copy the graph to the clipboard. Let's select the Format Graph Elements and Boxplot tab to modify this box plot. Uncheck the Show Outliers checkbox to hide the outliers. Uncheck the Show Extremes checkbox to hide the extreme values. Click the Whisker Limits combo box to adjust the whisker limits. For this example, we will select whisker limits that go from the 5th to the 95th percentiles. Click the Update Graph button to make the changes. We can see the outliers are gone and the whiskers have changed. Select the Format Graph Elements Boxplot tab so we can convert the graph back to a scatter plot. Uncheck the Graph as Boxplot checkbox to reformat the graph. The horizontal axis label defaults back to the probability axis text. Now, click the Update Graph button to make the changes. This concludes the box plot video.